The Princess of Wales made a quietly striking impression this week, not through ceremony or speech, but through an unexpectedly ordinary act. She arrived at a royal engagement behind the wheel of her own car. On the 15th of January, Princess Catherine hosted a reception at Windsor Castle for England's women's rugby team, the Red Roses, celebrating their World Cup victory in September 2025. Footage shared by members of the public showed the princess stepping out from the driver's side of a small black vehicle, closing the door herself before accepting an umbrella from an aide and continuing into the castle in the rain. While unremarkable for most people, the moment stood out in a royal context. Senior members of the royal family are usually driven to official engagements, particularly those held at major royal residences. The sight of the princess arriving alone and unaided immediately caught the attention of royal watchers. There is, however, a straightforward explanation. The Prince and Princess of Wales now live only a few miles from Windsor Castle, having moved with their 3 children to Forest Lodge, in Windsor Great Park in late 2025. The short distance makes driving herself both practical and discreet. Yet the symbolism should not be overlooked. For many observers, the image reinforced Catherine's reputation as a senior royal who balances formality with approachability. Social media reactions focused less on protocol and more on the normality of the moment, a working mother arriving at an event much as millions of others do each day. The reception itself marked an important milestone. It was the Princess of Wales's first solo royal engagement of 2026, and reflected her long-standing support for rugby in her role as patron. The Red Roses World Cup triumph was their first since 2014, and a landmark achievement for women's sport in England. Catherine chose to wear a red Alexander McQueen suit for the occasion, a clear and thoughtful reference to the team's nickname. Throughout the reception, she spoke confidently and warmly with players, coaches and staff, many of whom were still wearing their winners' medals. In conversations with team members, the princess spoke openly about rugby's place in her own family life. She shared that Prince George and Prince Lewis both play the sport, while Princess Charlotte joins in informally at home. She also reflected on the value of mixed-gender sport for younger children, noting that rigid divisions are often unnecessary before physical differences become more pronounced. The event was also notable for its tone. Rather than a highly choreographed ceremony, the reception felt relaxed and conversational. The England team were welcomed with music from the Band of the Irish Guards, of which the princess is colonel, and the atmosphere was celebratory rather than formal. From a wider perspective, Catherine driving herself to Windsor can be read as part of a broader shift in how the modern monarchy presents itself. Since becoming Princess of Wales, she has increasingly combined traditional royal duties with moments that emphasize relatability and restraint. As a royal commentator, I would argue that such moments are not trivial. They matter precisely because they are small. In an era when public trust in institutions is fragile, gestures that convey normality and self-sufficiency can resonate powerfully. Catherine did not announce her arrival, she simply arrived. The message, intentional or not, was one of quiet confidence. In the end, the focus rightly returned to the Red Roses and their achievement. Yet the image that lingered for many was of a future queen stepping out of her own car, umbrella in hand, ready to get on with the job. So what do you think? Was Princess Catherine simply being practical? Or was this a subtle message about the future of the monarchy? Does seeing a senior royal act so independently make her feel more relatable to you? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below.